This is a show for grown-ups.
And they say bad words.
And they say bad words.
Say final warning.
Final warning.
Hello, and welcome to another Pod of Blunders actual play episode. My name is Nate Magnuski. I am your host and not GM today. And joining me is Richard Sullivan.
Heyo.
And that is it. End of list. End of participants. Today we're playing a game called Rivals in My Superhero School. It's another one of my under $5 indie gems. And I got this game on sale because I'm thrifty. Guess how much this game cost me, Richard?
$5?
No.
$4?
Nope.
$10?
But no, that's more than fun. I'm just going to tell you in the interest of time. This game is normally $1, Bob, but this one only cost me 25 cents.
I don't know, maybe $2?
I cannot stress again enough how much this only cost me $1.
Well, let's dig into it and see what your money got you.
I mean, I guarantee this is going to give us at least 25 cents worth of fun. Unless it doesn't, in which case this episode will never see air. In this game, it's a hack of another game called Lasers and Feelings. So, like Lasers and Feelings, this game has two stats, has Rage and Calm.
Calm, for methodical thinking, analytical strategies, and simply putting thought into things before rushing in. You will roll Calm. And Rage, for when you utilize brute force, break the Gordian knot as opposed to solving it, or just run into a situation and start punching. You will roll Rage.
So in this game, we're playing Rivals at, I'm going to assume a high school, because it'd be kind of weird if we were like middle school superheroes. I don't know if I care for that idea. What do you think?
We could be kindergartners. We could go totally crazy with it.
We could.
Screw it. I say we're superheroes in a daycare preschool, like Muppet Babies.
You took my block,
Yeah.
and now you will pay. Roll Rage.
It's decided.
Okay, I'm into it. Let's do this. We're the Muppet Babies of superheroes. So one of us has to be the calm, collected, analytical super baby, and the other one has to be the big, emotional, rage-filled super baby. Do you have any predilection on what you want to be?
Why don't I go with the rage-filled red baby?
Okay, and I will be the calm, collected blue baby. I don't care for that sentence. I'll be the calm baby. Do you have all your dice gathered online? Your internet dice?
Yes, I do. We need, 66 for this?
It says that, but I think the most you'll ever roll at a time is 4d6. So in the game Lasers and Feelings, it's a really hackable game. And in that game, you have two stats. It's meant to emulate like Star Trek or space opera type games. You have lasers for your science, your analytical thinking, and feelings for your more emotional type stuff. So you can play any amount of space opera type games with this system with only those two stats. It's a great system. You can pretty much put it in any setting as long as the setting has two polar stats you want to include. I've seen it for fantasy. I've seen it for horror. It's fun. This game adds a little scaffolding onto that of superheroes. And so we have pretty much everything set up and ready to go at this point. We should probably talk about our names and our powers.
I am the Magnificent Tantrum.
What's your regular old human baby name?
Tad Thompson.
Little Tad Thompson.
Well, all superheroes have to have a
Yeah.
Peter Parker, Clark Kent.
Steve Rogers. Johnny Blaze. You're right. They're all add up. Wade Deadpool's last name.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah, see, that one works out for you. I should ask you, what's your power?
My power is super strength.
So that's you, I think, settled. I'm thinking my power will be something like probability control.
In a dice rolling game.
Yes. As a DM, that's all I've ever wanted. But it has to be subtle. So I don't think it's like anything like, oh, I just control how everything happens. Because I'm a baby. I think like, the blocks are tumbling, so I'm going to control them. They're going to spell out something weird, How old are we in this anyway?
Preschool age would be
like 4?
4.
All right. So probability, manipulation. I'm thinking like a domino or a long shot,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Name. I'm going with Dominic. Because, derivative.
Is that your superhero name or is that your regular name?
My regular name. I'm going to say my superhero name is Kid Fate. All right, so we have our names. We have Kid Fate and the Magnificent Tantrum. So next up, we have to figure out what is the nature of our relationship. Would you like to roll the first die of this adventure?
Yeah, just a D6.
Just a D6, yep.
So I rolled a 3. So red and blue, Kid Fate and the Magnificent Tantrum were once best friends before a dispute broke them up.
I think we've known each other at this point for at least 6 months.
That long, huh?
I mean, at 4 years old, that's like your whole
So like an
conscious
eighth of your life.
Exactly. So what broke us up? We were best pals, we were sharing blocks, we were running around. Then what cheap piece of shit thing did you do?
Well, what do you assume it's me?
I'm just saying, probably was. With the tantrums.
I'm just saying we were at Katie's birthday party.
Okay.
There was a pony ride.
Yeah.
You cut me in line. And at that moment, the pony had to go home, and I didn't get to ride it.
I knew the pony was going to go home, and so I didn't cut you in line. You just had to go to the bathroom. Did I make that happen? Probably not. But I remember the pony really had to go home because you started crying so loud. The handler had to get it out of there because it was getting spooked.
Don't put this on me, Dominic. Once this is decided, jot down your stats.
All right, so my stats is tough. 4 calm, 2 rage.
So my stats are going to be the opposite. I'm 2 calm and 4 rage.
Diametrically opposed.
Mm.
So first scene. Ready to hop into this and do it? You want to roll first? Take the first scene?
Yeah.
All right, 2d6, sir.
So 9. Both of you take time apart from another, spending time with different students.
Let's say that you're playing with someone else. I'll role play that character. Set the scene for me. Where are we? What are you doing?
We're in preschool.
Mm-hmm.
We've just finished our snack time for the day. And before it's about to be nap time, we have free time. You are playing the part of Kenny, and we're in a rousing game of patty cake.
Patty cake, baker's man. I feel like you're getting excited. And my power is turning invisible when I get scared. And I'm starting to fade out a little bit because you're getting really into it. Patty cake, baker's man.
Where are you? Where did you go?
Are you letting yourself get mad? Are you going to roll calm or what do we?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now, do I want to roll calm to calm myself down, or do I want to roll rage because I'm feeling rageful at the moment?
Entirely up to you. How would Tad react?
I think he'd be upset. I'm going to roll a rage, which is 4d6.
A 4 and a 5 are 1 success. A 6 is 1 success, and a 1 is -1 success.
Yeah, so 3, 2, 4, and 2.
So you have 1 success. So what does that look like? You have 1 success. You're trying to get mad. You succeed at getting mad. What do?
I get mad because I can't feel his hands on my hands playing patty cake anymore. So I just start wailing my arms out until I start hitting the flesh of Kenny.
Oh my God.
Where did you go? Where did you go? There you are. There you are. There you are.
So I think you hear more crying. I think the teacher, Miss Johansson,
Sure.
comes over. Her power, I want to say, is to neutralize the powers of others, which I think would be extremely helpful in a superpowered preschool.
Sure.
Comes over and she touches you. She's like, what is going on? What are you doing? Poor Kenny.
Kenny's not playing the game right. He's supposed to patty cake. He can't turn invisible. I can't turn invisible. That's not fair. We're not playing invisible patty cake.
But you know when you get mad, you hurt people. You need to calm down.
Then maybe he shouldn't make me mad. Just not be invisible for a change, huh? Do you think of that?
And she turns to Kenny and says, Kenny, what happened? And Kenny's like, he was getting excited, and then I got scared, and I disappeared, and then he got madder. And she turns to you and says, see what you've done? Now say you're sorry to Kenny.
I will roll my calm to see if I'm able to put my feelings aside. 3 and a 2.
Ooh, failure across the board. How do you react to her telling you to calm down and apologize when it wasn't your fault?
I say just that. It's not my fault. I have superpowers. I am the Magnificent Tantrum. That's kind of my thing. It's what I do. Don't saddle me, Miss Johansson.
You're such an articulate 4-year-old. I love it. So I think she puts you in timeout. I think that's the only thing that can happen at this point. What does superpowered child timeout look like? Is it like full-on babies in a cage or what?
You know those collars that they wear in Deadpool 2 to neutralize their powers?
Hmm.
So I think it's some type of rubber room with a some type of anti-power force field.
Man, this is horrific. I'm
You
like
picked it.
imagining. That's a fair point. So I'm imagining this is some kind of like government agency that is more into controlling these kids and raising them, maybe to be like the next superhero group or whatever over time. Yeah, that's what this feels like to me.
Okay, this got dark quick. You know,
It really did. But I'm kind of into it. Are you okay with this?
oh, I'm loving it.
Okay, good. No, we'll keep going with it because yeah, that's one thing I want to make sure. Like when you have freeform games, especially, it can get fucked up, and we're both kind of off our rockers. So I mean, I always love seeing a game with safety tools.
All right, so I'm in this rubber
Yeah.
room with all my powers zapped out of me till I can
Right.
calm down. What's Dominic doing?
Well, I think Dominic saw this all happen, but he didn't interfere because you deserve what you got. You know what you did. I think Dominic is trying to figure out the best way to get the teacher to call his mom to come get him, because Dominic is still under the illusion that his mother is still going to come get him. I think he's talking a kid into making a scene. I think there's another kid with a big power that if he was going to ask you to do it, but we're not really the closest friends anymore. The kid is, his power is energy blasts, and I want him to blast a hole in the wall. How dark do you want to go with this? Or I could say like, oh, he's normally like drugged up, so he can't blast things.
Well, no, we've created a scenario where they have a teacher that controls them.
All right.
Or maybe we have like little bracelets that numb our powers.
So I'm gonna see if I can roll calm to come up with the plan.
Okay.
To see if I can use my probability manipulation to give him a faulty bracelet that lowers his powers, and then if it does, I'll use him to try to blast a hole in the door. So I'm rolling 4 calm. I got 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. So that is 5 successes. So this kid's bracelet does not work. It falls off, and I say, "Now go!" The kid just opens up on the door and starts blasting away. And the smoke and rubble flies, and I'm out. I'm walking. I'm not super speedy or anything. I'm also 4, so I'm toddling pretty quick. So what do you think? So this can't be the first time this has happened, like the child trying to escape. And I imagine it happens a lot more as the kids get older. What do you think the security protocol is like for a breach?
Release the child catches. Release the child catches. And I'm imagining that there's some type of like rat catcher from Ninja Turtles mixed with like a sentinel from X-Men. And they fly down and swoop in and kind of wrap the kids in like their spider legs.
Oh God. I was picturing them kind of cute, like little cloud creatures with little fluffy arms so the kids aren't terrified of them. Or do you think that's too much of a compassionate thing for this government black ops facility?
They would only deploy these in the worst of scenarios. And Dominic is one of those kids.
You. All right. So Dominic's booking it. Dominic's trying to get the kids to be enough of a distraction. I think he makes it halfway down the hallway, and I think he is snatched by one of these child grabbers. What'd you call them? Child catchers?
Child catchers. Child grabber zones.
No, that's not great. I think he makes it halfway down the hallway. He's feeling pretty good about himself before he hears a blasting stop. He hears the whir of the child catching drones or whatever the hell they are, spidering over to him. They grab him, and next thing you know, he's clamped in one of the more powerful neck power cancellation devices, PCDs, if you will, and he's thrown into an adjoining cell. So he goes, "Oh, they got you too, huh, guy?"
We're not speaking, Dominic.
Well, maybe you're not speaking, but I'm speaking. Hey, you want to hear a song?
No.
Oh, good, because they don't really sing to us. I don't know any songs. You beat up Kenny, huh? That wasn't very nice.
We were simply playing patty cake and things got out of hand. I don't want to beat up Kenny. If there's anybody I want to beat up, it's you, Dominic.
Yeah, you tried that, remember?
Yeah. Well, if there wasn't 6 inches of concrete between us, maybe I'd give it another whirl.
Oh, well, all you have to do is wait, buddy. I can't wait to play with you again. Last time was fun. And I'm trying to goad you into getting mad and smashing the wall so I can get out of here again.
I'm going to roll calm.
All right.
because I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. I'm not going to get into any more trouble because of you. 1 and a 5.
0 successes because they cancel each other out. So I think you get mad, and I say, Mrs. Johnson, he's swearing, he's hitting, he's trying to break the PCDs.
I am not. Dominic is such a liar.
Ready for the next scene?
Yeah, you roll it.
I'll roll that scene. Let's see. All right, 2d6 again. A 2 and a 5 is a 7. 7. Red discovers a secret that could potentially prove equally beneficial or unfortunate for Blue. So, I wonder if that's like a truth about our parents or this facility.
I was thinking now that I know how evil this facility is, I'm thinking that I want out as well as you do, and that could be the thing that brings us together.
That'd be cool.
So I might know of the source of the generator for all the power that runs all the anti-power force fields. You've got to help me find it so we can destroy it together.
We are out of confinement.
We've come back in time for nap time. And while the other kids are napping, that's when we start our planning.
All right, so we're in cots next to each other. Miss Johansson gets called out of the room for a second. One of the security guards wants to talk to her about what happened earlier and who was responsible. I'm trying to get my nap on. You know how I get without my nap. So I got my little stuffed animal next to me. It's a gray burlap doll in the vague shape of a human. And I pull on my thin gray blanket because this place is a Dickensian nightmare.
Dominic.
Stop. You're going to get us in trouble again.
Dominic.
What?
Dominic.
I'm trying to sleep. What?
Want to know a secret?
Is it that you're stupid and your breath stinks? Because everyone knows that.
I know yours does, but what am mine?
I don't know. Maybe one of the scientists can figure that out.
Well, maybe I don't want to be here anymore. And the quicker you help me break out of here, we don't have to see each other's dumb faces anymore.
Why would I help you? My mom's going to come pick me up soon anyway, but like, if I wanted to get out of here, I just would.
Then why haven't you?
It's not time yet, okay? I think my mom would be mad. She dropped me off here, and like, she said she was crying, so like, she must miss me or something. She's going to want to come back.
Dominic, I hate to tell you, but it's been 6 months. Our parents are not coming back.
She just had to work late, okay? I don't know why you're like this. This is why no one hangs out with you. You say mean things.
Listen, I think I finally figured it out. The force field that keeps our powers in check. I think I know where they keep the generator. And if that thing were to ever fail, we could use our powers to our fullest ability and we could get the heck out of here. What do you say?
I kind of roll over and I look at you and I'm like, I don't know what a generator is, but that sounds good. So what does a generator do?
Don't ask me what a generator is. Everybody knows what a generator is.
I don't think a 4-year-old would know what a generator is.
I'm using a lot of words, Nathan. A 4-year-old would not know. He's just going to go with it.
I'll hand wave it away. I mean, we're super babies. Maybe we have super intelligence.
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen that movie about the babies that are geniuses?
Oh, super babies?
Yeah.
No. How do I know this isn't another trick to get me in trouble again? Because last time we were buddies, and like, then the whole, we'll call it Ponygate, happened, and you've been a real butt since then. And please don't tell the teacher I said butt.
Listen, I don't much care what happens to you. I just know that I went out, but I need you. So I might as well use you because I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? I just found out about this school. There's no kindergarten through 8th grade at this school.
What?
Yeah. They don't have much plans for us after this year, if you know what I mean.
Well, what are they going to do with us?
I don't want to stick around long enough to find out, Dominic.
No, but, I mean, I've seen the other kids. I've seen other kids that are older. Do they have that scar over their eyes, you know? And they all kind of like walk around and don't do much?
Exactly.
Do you think we're all going to be like that?
If we don't get the heck out of here, we will be.
I need to think about this. I want to take my nap, and then we'll talk again after.
You've got 15 minutes of nap time, baby.
I look over at the clock, and I'm like, I can't read that. I might have to take your word for it. And I go to sleep. Take us to scene 3.
6. The two of you encounter a villain while out and about and must deal with them together.
Ooh, do you think this is going to be like another kid in our class? Or do you think that we put our plan into action
I think it would have to be some type of, evil janitor, perhaps a hall monitor of doom, something of that nature.
Like a robot?
How about a cyborg?
Ooh.
Yeah. He's a cybernetic organism designed to plunge toilets and throw sawdust on children's puke.
All right, so he's a cyber janitor.
Yes.
Janitron.
Janitron. So I say we take this opportunity while everyone's sleeping, and that's when we make a break for it.
So I can be talking into that maybe. Let me roll. Let's see, should I roll rage or calm for this? I think calm would be staying asleep. Rage would be getting up and doing something.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if I rolled calm, that would be my calm way of explaining the situation to you and be as charismatic,
go for it.
And convincing. It's my thinking.
It's good thinking.
6.
So that's 2 successes, yeah. So I roll over, and I say, Mr. Greyface can wait, and I put my stuffed animal down. I say, let's do this. So I think Miss Johnson left the door open, and she's down the hall a ways, conveniently with her back turned to the door, talking to a scientist. What kind of concerning words do we hear her say?
Words such as extraction,
transplant. I was thinking harvest,
harvest.
Exactly. All right, so we go the other way. So I think the facility looks very... I can't decide if I want it to be like stark white, like a clean room, or it should be like Soviet dirty concrete bunker.
I think it's... well, if we have a janitron, it's probably a very clean place.
It might be a bad janitron.
Nah, not this model. This is this top of the line. Spared no expense.
It's like the last janitron, they were like, we spared some expense. Sorry.
Yeah, but this is the Janitron 3000. This is the latest model, updated to the newest firmware, does it all.
I love it. We're walking, and we take a corner down the hallway that will lead to the generator room. And then we see him. His mop and his bucket. I want to say he's like absurdly tall and bulky, like the guy from RoboCop, the bad robot.
Oh, the Ed 209?
Is that the one with the big Gatling gun arms and stuff?
Yes, from the first movie.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think Janitron looks like, but like one arm is a series of like rotating cleaning tools. Like he's got a scrub brush, he's got a mop, he's got a plunger,
Yeah.
And the other arm is just a gun. Or maybe it's something like a solvent sprayer, like a hose that sprays solvent.
No, it's just a gun.
It's just a gun for this hard to kill messes. Well, I imagine like if things get out, this guy can at least put them down and then clean up the blood. I want to roll cool to see if I can come up with a plan to use my probability powers to get around this guy. Let's see. Oh God, that is 3 2s and a 1. That's a -1. So I'm like, okay, I think if you just go up to him and talk to him, he's so starved for human attention that he'll help us.
Halt. This is Janitron. State your business in the hall.
We have to go to the generator room to stop it from working.
Generator off limits. ID unknown. Terminate. Terminate. Terminate.
Why did it sound like a Dalek now? Exterminate.
No, I said terminate. It's
I know.
Totally different.
We don't want to get sued. I think his eyes go from a passive blue. I think his little robot mustache falls off, revealing a very angry face beneath. I think his oversized Dickie worksuit explodes, revealing more ports with more guns. How do you
The
react?
whole Janitron thing is just to cover. He's actually like Killbot 3000, and they just put like a sticker over that.
Yeah, I think the sticker maybe falls off.
I need to Hulk smash this Janitron before we're both pulverized. So for that, I'm going to roll my rage. 6, 2, 3, 1.
So you have 1 success still, because the 6 counts as 2 successes.
Well, if he's like the Ed 209, I just shove him right down a flight of stairs. He flops down and can't get himself back up. And he's just shooting in the air.
That's going to make a whole lot of noise. I think we let that happen. I think he goes down. Boom, 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 boom. We need to beat feet. Are you calm enough to like be quiet?
I don't think the amount of sneaking we could do is going to...
Well, they might not know it was us that did it. They might think it was, he fell down. He's a clumsy killbot. 3000.
Now, can we combine our comms and have 66s?
We cannot. I can roll comm and you can roll comm separately.
Yeah, but if one succeeds and the other doesn't...
I might get away. Fuck you.
All right, I'm going to roll my 2 comm.
I'll roll my 4 comm.
1 and a 5.
So 0 successes. I got a 6 and a 5, so 3 successes. You have like bloodlust at this point. I think you have little baby bloodlust, and you're about to go down the stairs and finish the job you started. I try to get you out of there. Like, hey, no, I have the prize, buddy. We gotta go. You can't do this. We don't have time.
And I'm just too busy jumping up and down on his head trying to take it off.
And I think that's when Mrs. Johnson comes around the corner, and she looks mad. And she's followed by a couple of those child catchers. And they zzz down the stairs, their spidery legs and little weird wings, all insectoid, clacking on the concrete.
They capture me and I yell, Dominic, save yourself. I am the prize. Complete the mission.
So I'm going to try to use my powers to make the one that hasn't caught me yet hit the wall, trip Mrs. Johnson into the child catcher that has you, thus freeing you. Probability control. I got a 5 and a 4. So 2 successes. I think it happens reasonably well. I think your child catcher still has you. I think you should use your power to see if you can bust out.
All right, so I'm going to see if I can explode out of him.
Yeah.
2, 3, 3, 2.
Oh, nope.
So I, but nothing. It's too strong. Its grip tightens on me.
I look at you and say, hey, I'm glad you never got to ride that pony. And it was so fucking fun.
Can I like double my rage?
No, but you can try again, definitely.
That really angers me. I roll again. A 5, a 3, a 6, and a 4.
4 successes.
I explode out of this, springs and gears, and everything goes a-flying, smoke everywhere, and from it emerges me with my Oshkosh Bagosh overalls tore open, chest exposed. I am all that is baby.
I'm like, well, come on. And I say, also, I'm sorry about the pony. Please don't kill me. All right, so I'll roll the next scene. I rolled a 12. Oh, one of you is severely injured in a fight, while the other's visiting them in recovery. Let's tweak that a little bit. So I think I come up to you and I'm supporting you as we're trying to get down the hallway towards the generator room. I said, oh my gosh, you're really hurt. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Let me just relax in this broom closet for a minute and get my bearings.
Roll calm.
6 and a 5.
Oh, wow, okay. So we duck into the broom closet. We shut the door. We hear all kinds of stuff outside. And I say, it's not going to be long before they look for us here. So how badly are you injured? What's wrong with you exactly?
My tummy hurts, and I need a diaper change.
Well, we're in a broom closet, so I look around and like, there's some dirty rags. Like, sort yourself out, man.
And I feel like I'm getting ready, like Rambo style. We hear like, music going and like close-ups of me like putting like those giant safety pins in the rags.
Putting like grease under your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're getting ready for the final boss.
Is your tummy okay?
I'll be fine. I just made boom boom. But boy, I could sure use some milk right about now.
I came here to do 2 things. Escape this prison and drink my milk. And I'm all out of milk. And also, I'm really sad about being all out of milk. And a little cranky for missing my nap. And I feel like I'm talking too much when there's things to do. But that's what happens when I don't get my nap. And I think that was scene number 4, if I'm not mistaken.
That was. So I'm going to roll for scene number 5, which is 8. Blue discovers a weakness of red that could tip their rivalry.
Ooh, okay. What's a weakness of yours? Like, is your power contingent on something that I figure out?
I have a severe peanut allergy.
Oh, no. I think we duck into another room.
We duck into the cafeteria.
Yeah, as we're running down. And I see, like, in the back, we're hiding behind, like Jurassic Park, we're hiding from the velociraptors. I think we're hiding behind all the shelves and the cookery and whatnot. And I see a chart with all the kids' names on it, and it has those, like, the allergies next to it. So, like, oh, little Susie is, dairy and shellfish. And I see yours, and it says peanuts. I don't know why, if I'll ever need to, but I grab a pack of peanut butter, and I put it in my diaper. I should roll cool to see if you saw me grab the peanut butter.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll that. 2, 1, 1, 5. So you totally saw me grab peanut. You saw me look at the chart, see that you have a peanut allergy, and then like load up with peanut butter.
Dominic, are you planning my sudden but inevitable betrayal?
No, but in the comic books I like to read, I always think like the world's greatest detective, whose name I won't mention for copyright purposes, he always has a plan just in case his friend, an alien who's powered by Earth's yellow sun, who will also not be named, goes rogue. Look, my power is making things happen that might not happen otherwise. But part of that means good planning. So sometimes, you just got to load up for things you don't expect.
Roll a comm to see if I believe you.
Alrighty. 2, 5, and a 6. So that's 3 successes.
You know, that seems fishy. But damn it if I don't respect that.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled the last time.
Oh, did you? Oh, I will go ahead and roll. Alrighty. 11. Oh, this is going to be kind of weird. A debate breaks out in class about the nature of superheroes, with blue and red on opposing ideological sides. So we were running out of the cafeteria with Miss Johnson and the child catchers in pursuit. And we were close to the generator room. I think it was like one more hallway away. So we round the corner. We see the door. You want to try to punch the door in so we can get in there, or do you think it's just is open? Probability-wise, maybe the last guy forgot to unlock it.
You know what? Let's go your attack. It's more silent.
All right. I'm going to roll cool to see if I can make that happen. 5, 5, 2, and a 3. So 2 successes. Yeah, it just so happens the Genitron was distracted and didn't lock that door last time he was here. So we get in, we shut the door behind us, we lock it.
We see the generator. We see it feeds the main line to all the buildings. There's a circuit breaker on the wall, and it says lights, water pump, stove. And at the very bottom in blue pen, it says force field generator to terminate mutant powers. I'm about to flip that switch when all of a sudden, my throat, it's closing up. I can't breathe. It's almost as though peanuts. But how? Only you knew about the peanuts.
And I start laughing and say, yes, of course. I can't believe it's taking you this long to see it. I don't want to escape. I want to ferret out all the kids who want to escape and put a stop to them. This isn't some grand gesture. You don't think I was actually trying to get you here and escape with you so we can go and struggle on the streets? No. I believe in what we're doing here. Do you even know what's happening outside these walls? Aliens, creatures from other worlds with incredible powers are coming here. They're threatening our way of life. They're destroying everything we believe in. To stop them, we have to give our best and brightest soldiers superpowers to even stand a chance. I mean, it would take 18 years to have a child like you to become soldiers, to fight. We don't have that kind of time. Time is a luxury we don't have anymore. So, as distasteful as you may find it, we are harvesting the powers to give to the soldiers. And look, once the powers are taken out, the kids have decent lives. They're taken care of, they're fed, they're cared for, they're pampered. They have everything they ever need. And that's a sacrifice that you need to make. Don't you understand? It's a sacrifice we all have to make. Let's see. I think you should roll rage to see if you can overcome your anaphylaxis before you die. That's how it works, right?
Well, no, what I was thinking was make that the last scene. And then the last scene is the end of the year comes and the rivalry is settled. In this scene, you're graduating preschool, magna cum laude for preschool with highest honors because you're total teacher's pet. And it cuts to me and I'm watching the graduation as I'm marching with the other automatons with the scar over my eye where I've been lobotomized and my powers have been sucked out.
Oh my God. I wanted to give you a chance to fight off and kill me.
You can't fight peanut allergies, man. It's a serious thing. They don't belong in schools for this reason.
All right. So I think is there anything you want to say before you pass out from lack of oxygen to your brain?
Seriously, this is way less cool than the pony thing.
The last thing I want you to hear is this. The teacher said if I was a good boy, Buttercup would come to my party next.
And I pass out due to lack of oxygen. And that ends this scene.
Oh, no. Okay.
So now, if we don't roll for this, the end of the year comes and the rivalry is settled.
Whew. Oh God.
And that's the game, folks.
No. Way darker than it should have. This was supposed to be what I thought was going to be a nice light superhero game me and my pal would play. And instead, it was not. It was light and rules only. And I think we should both talk to a therapist.
What did you expect was going to happen, Nate?
I thought it'd be like I'm gonna prank you with my powers, and you're gonna like give me a super wedgie and hang me from a locker or something. And I'm not blaming you because a lot of this came from my twisted brain. I didn't think we were gonna be like Child Farm, where one of us ended up like one flew with a cuckoo's nest. You know,
I had no preconceptions of what this was going to be. I read this maybe an hour before we started. I said, well, I'll see where it goes. I didn't want to have everything in mind. I wanted to keep it real loosey-goosey. But once it started rolling, who am I to stop the momentum in the narrative?
Narratively, I really thought it was cohesive. I liked the scenes that the author provided us. It tells a good story.
Yeah, and like to your point, if this is a hack of another game, this is so easy to come up with something for any scenario.
I don't know that the other hacks, I honestly haven't looked into the other hacks, have like the scene table and that kind of thing. I think they're even more loosey-goosey in terms of like you just start telling a story and there's a DM that sets things in front of you.
Yeah, I loved having the scene table.
Yeah, because it allows it to be jamless. The scene table acts as a jam.
Yeah, especially at a 2-player game. I couldn't see it being very cool to be a game master with one player.
There are some games that pull it off well, but I read a bunch of 2-player games trying to find something that really honestly wasn't dark to have for our first New Year's game. And it doesn't matter. I should have just leaned into the darkness because that's what happened. Like some of them are about, oh, you're on a satellite and you're about to die and like you have one transmission left and all this kind of stuff. And like the one person you talk to is some rando on the earth who just happened to be tuned in. And like you go back and forth talking about whatever you want. Like that seemed really like a good game, but really fucking dark. And I was like, I'll save that for some other time.
But here's the thing, I didn't intentionally go dark. It's just, once I determined that we were in preschool and we had superpowers, just went down that path.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, all I wanted out of this game was to tell a good story that would be entertaining. And I think the world we built in that little time and the characters we introduced, I think they were cool. One thing this game has made me want to do is play a superheroes role-playing game, like a more in-depth one, but with more than 2 people. I'd like to see us have a superhero game with a full cast that's maybe not a one-shot, because a lot of those, they're not about the powers and the fights as much as they are about relationships. Like I have the game called Masks, which is about like a Young Justice or Teen Titans type game where you're teen superheroes trying to figure out your powers, trying to figure out how you fit into society. I think that would be fun. And I would like to see that like a more serious game. I mean, nothing's ever serious with us except when we try not to make it serious, apparently. Or honestly, if anyone's out there listening and has a suggestion for another superhero game they'd like to see, let me know.
Where would they suggest that to you, Nate?
At Pod of Blunders. Or if you want to check out our blog or listen to past episodes, they can always find us at our lovely new podofblunders.com.
Well, Nate, I think that about wraps up everything. Is there anything you want to add?
May all your D's be 12s. This is the pony thing all over again, isn't it? This is your fault.
That's it. We're playing again right now.
Yeah, but it's me versus you this time. My superpower is tolerating you.
My superpower is pretending I'm not hurt.
You're doing a bad job.